Actually, Kevin, it's a 40-lap feature as they line up on the backstretch. Let's run them down. Ronnie Williams on the point in car number 25. Next door, Woody Pitcat in the 00. In the third spot, car number 16, Colby Fournier. And he'll be joined in row 2 by car number 17, Don Lashua. Anthony Bello is in the 2. Then it is Kevin Incarella in the 27. Kirk Alexander in the 76. In the 02, Mike Collins. Then we have Andy Shaw in the 66. Andrew Sharon in the 31. Jon McKennedy in the 79. Jacob Perry in the 47. And Bill Dixon in the 33. That's our starting lineup. And the second verse, almost the same as the first, as Ronnie Williams gets a jump as he jackrabbits his way into the lead. And keeping him company and trying to make a dive bomb move is Woody Pitcat. So Woody Pitcat surgically attached. We have 5 cars battling for the lead. Donnie Lashua is in third as they whiplash their way, heading into turn number 1. Williams has the lead, but here comes Pitcat. Pitcat was in his hip pocket, and now he is in the lead. So Woody Pitcat is taken over on lap number 1. Can Williams get that lead back? Danny Lashua, remember, he looked very well in qualifying today. He had a stout car, and he is running a strong third. In the number 4 spot, right behind Lashua, is that number 16 of Colby Fournier. There is another driver who was impressive during qualifying. So they helter-skelter their way out of turn number 2 with Woody Pitcat in the lead. The Sultan of Stafford, even though he now lives in Framingham, Mass., he still has Stafford roots. Right now, worried about third is Lashua, but he is able to hold off the 16 of Fournier. So it is Pitcat, and Williams is not giving up. Remember, in qualifying, Williams led every lap. But Pitcat, he was able to machete his way into the lead early, as Williams close enough to do chin-ups on the spoiler as they exit turn 4. In the third turn, Laraway in third place. Then it's Fournier. Now a roller coaster move by Anthony Bello in the 2 car, and Bello moves up into the top 4. A great crossover move there. He got a little forearm shiver from behind by Fournier, but he has the number 4 position. Collins is running in the 02, trying to maintain his position. But right now, Collins is 6th, Iannarelli is 7th, McKennedy is 8th. But a ferocious battle to the lead, a war being waged by Woody Pitcat and Ronnie Williams. 2 guys who have spent a lot of their careers at Stafford Motor Speedway. And ducking down low, Ronnie Williams trying to look for elbow room against Woody Pitcat, couldn't find it, and it's a 3-way scrap for the lead as Lashua is right there. Then we go to Bello, getting a visit from Fournier, and Iannarelli, he has been one of the stars of the show, into the top 6. And now he is pestering the back bumper of the Bello car. And the 02 is Collins. And now Jon McKennedy is starting to flex his muscles, making a move in the middle of the pack and picking up a position. So a strong move by McKennedy as he was able to get underneath Iannarelli. And remember, there is plenty of time, 40-lap feature, and there is plenty of time for McKennedy to go from the rear into the clear. Here is Williams getting a little rambunctious, and he is able to get by Pitcat. Laser beam move by Ronnie Williams. And they race to the stripe, and a lead change with Ronnie Williams in front. Lashua continues to run a strong third. And then 4th and 5th is up for grabs. Colby Fournier is there, but look at McKennedy as he is able to whirly-bird his way into the top four. Jon McKennedy, he started in 11th, has moved up to 4th. He has passed 7 cars since the start of the race. Jon McKennedy says his main focus will be the Whelen Modified Tour this year, but whenever there's a race, especially in his home state of New Hampshire, you can expect to see the 79 team. Right now, Pit Cat back in front. And a little Woody Woodpecker action to the back bumper administered by Ron Williams as they slash their way off the corner. It is Pit Cat in front. Now wandering to the outside is Ronnie Williams. He has tried to make most of his moves underneath Pit Cat. Lashaway has closed things up. In third, McKennedy has closed things up. So we have 5 cars that are battling, and here is Williams taking over the lead. He did it entering turn 3. So Ronnie Williams is able to scoot into the lead. We have finished 10 laps, and Ronnie Williams is back in front. We have had 2 leaders, Woody Pit Cat and Ronnie Williams. And now look who moves in front. Pit Cat back in command. So he let Williams borrow the lead for about a half a lap. Williams wants it back in turn 3 as he is able to dive bomb his way in front. So a torpedo move by Ronnie Williams back in front. But turn number 1 is where Pit Cat is able to work wonders. Not that time as he tucks it in behind the 25 car. Lashua strong third. Then that is McKennedy. Here comes Pit Cat in turn 3. As Williams gets a taste of his own medicine, Pit Cat makes a move into the third corner and recaptures the lead. The wild card in the equation, maybe the straw that stirs the drink, Jon McKennedy in car number 79. Remember, he has to put 4 new tires on that car. And let's see what McKennedy decides to do. Ronnie Williams, can he wrestle the lead away from Pit Cat? The top 3 cars could fit in a Dixie Cup. And you could make it top 4 because Fournier is there. Lashua is 5th. In 6th is Bello. Iannaroli is 7th. Perry is 8th. And trouble for the 66 of Shaw. That car is limping. So losing its nutrition, the 66 of Andy Shaw. Now he picks up some speed. At the rear of the field has been Bill Dixon in an open modified race. So Woody Pit Cat has a new dancing partner. He's on the inside, Jon McKennedy on the outside, and we are ready to turn him loose. The curtain is about to open. Pit Cat and McKennedy both move together. Here's McKennedy on the outside as he tries to blast his way into the lead, but Pit Cat on the inside maintains his top position. All over him like a robe on a Supreme Court justice is Jon McKennedy, and he moves into the lead on the backstretch. McKennedy beats Pit Cat into turn 3. So they romp around the 4th corner. Jon McKennedy becomes the 3rd leader of this race. Pit Cat in 2nd. In 3rd is the 17 of Donnie Lashua. So Lashua in 3rd. And up at the front is Woody Pit Cat. And Ronnie Williams, remember, he was dead last. Now he's in the middle of the pack. He just made another move against Iannaroli. So Ronnie Williams still has a lot of energy. Some high voltage moves in mid-pack by Williams. McKennedy is the leader. He led a lot of laps last week at Thompson in an open race, but after a pit stop, Mike Christopher got the advantage, and Jon McKennedy had to finish settle for 2nd. Now he is playing the back bumper of Pitcat's car like Ringo Starr plays a drum. He is all over the 00. So Pitcat in front, leading by a molecule over the 79 of McKennedy. And here is McKennedy, almost on cue, and he is able to catapult his way back into the lead. The bazooka is out for McKennedy as he recaptures the lead. Pitcat now in second, Fournier in third, and Ronnie Williams is all the way up to fourth. So Ronnie Williams is about to become a major player again. Took a detour on pit road. They were able to make an adjustment on the car. And right now, he dive bombs his way underneath Colby Fournier. And he stampedes his way into the top three. So a great comeback by Ronnie Williams, who goes from obscurity into third place. McKennedy maintains the advantage over Pitcat. But they also have to be aware of the two guys behind him, Ronnie Williams and Colby Fournier. Then Lashua is next. And following Lashua is Collins. So Collins, he had some rough going in qualifying, but he is running solidly now. The 0-2 for Mike Collins. A little separation at the front of the field. Jon McKennedy, he is leading by about a furlong over Woody Pitcat. Williams is next. We have reached the halfway point of this race. We've had three leaders. Most of them have led on multiple occasions. And right now, the top spot belongs to McKennedy. As McKennedy blisters his way into the second corner, right there with him is Woody Pitcat. And Ronnie Williams, after moving into third, has hung out there for a couple of laps. Colby Fournier is next. Then it is Lashua, followed by Bello, then Collins. So they are able to razzle-dazzle their way off the turn. And it is still McKennedy able to just about maintain his advantage over Pitcat. Now Williams making things interesting in the red number 25. As he is about to sit on Pitcat's lap as they whistle their way off the corner. What will Williams do? McKennedy has the lead, and Williams right now, he is perched on the back bumper of Woody Pitcat's car. Is he ready to make a move? Turn number 3 is when he likes to do it, but not that time, as he is content to hang back as he is trailing Pitcat by about the length of a cookie crumb. 24 laps have been completed. McKennedy right now on easy street. But it can't be that easy with Pitcat and Williams behind you. So we have the cream of the crop of modified racing in New England, with Jon McKennedy being pursued by Pitcat and Williams. Williams looked like he was going to make a move there. Decided to play the waiting game. So they both saw their way off the corner. In fourth, that is Colby Fournier. Here comes Williams, and he is able to get the leverage against Pitcat to move into second. Can he keep it? 15 laps to go. And this race has had everything except dull moments. High intensity level. Now Williams is going after Jon McKennedy. So it is McKennedy. He has a pretty hefty lead by about the length of a tree limb over the 25 of Williams. In third is Pitcat. Fournier is fourth. Lashua in fifth. Bello is sixth. Collins in the number 7 position. So they bazooka off the corner. And McKennedy having a pretty sturdy lead at this stage of the race. Iannarelli doing a good job. Then it's Jacob Perry in the 47. Jacob Perry had 3 wins a year ago in the Modified Racing Series. Right now, it is McKennedy. And he has 2 All-Stars behind him. The drama intensifies. What will Pitcat do? It looks like he is ready to make one of his moves as he narrows a gap that's separating him from Williams. Trailing by the width of a credit card in the fight for 3rd and 4th. McKennedy is leading, but what will Woody Pitcat do? When will he try to make a barnstorm move against the 25 of Ronnie Williams? As they sail it in to turn 2. The drama is for second. Ronnie Williams holding off Woody Pitcat. And while they battle each other, nobody is paying attention to McKennedy. Except now maybe Ronnie Williams thinks he should pay attention to him. He's going after him. So McKennedy had a life of luxury for about 5 laps, but it looks like the pace has been picked up by the 25 of Ronnie Williams. Then in 3rd, it is Pitcat. So Jon McKennedy involved in a skirmish during a heat race. It looked like he might not be part of the feature, but not only he is part of the feature, he's star of the show. And moving up is Ronnie Williams. Down to the final 9 laps. The plot intensifies. McKennedy leading, Ronnie Williams in a hurry in 2nd place. Pitcat dropping back into 3rd. Now moving into 4th is Lashua. In 5th is Bello. But things are getting good at the front. The lead is starting to evaporate for McKennedy. So the shrinking advantage. Jon McKennedy barrels his way into the 3rd corner. Ronnie Williams has done most of his passing in the 3rd corner. They come out the other end. McKennedy, he is 7 laps from a victory. And those 7 laps on this 1 mile, magic mile at New Hampshire, they can almost last for an eternity. Ronnie Williams picks it up again as he is able to crowbar his way under McKennedy. New leader, Ronnie Williams. Let's see if McKennedy can pay him back. Williams crosses the line. 6 laps to go. And almost body pierced to the back bumper is Jon McKennedy. So it's a tale of 2 drivers, one from Ellington, Connecticut, one from New Hampshire. Here comes McKennedy to the outside. Maybe Ronnie Williams didn't expect that. McKennedy is in the jet stream, and he moves into the lead, using the outside lane to work for him. So we are down to the final 5. Pitcat fought a tough battle today, but he is dropped back. McKennedy being pestered again by Ronnie Williams. What a battle this has been. At the Magic Mile, these 2 modified drivers are leaving everything on the track. They rocket off the corner. McKennedy leading. Now Williams going into his favorite corner. But he is not close enough to make a serious threat. When they hit the line, we'll be down to the final 3. Pitcat in 3rd. In 4th is Fournier. Then it is Lashua running in the top 5. Right behind him is Bello. Then it's Iannarelli, and then Collins. And then Jacob Perry, and then the 31 of Andrew Sharon, and the 66 of Andy Shaw. The script remains the same. McKennedy out in front, down to the final 2 laps. And it is McKennedy with the advantage, with the upper hand, with the clout. But he is surrounded by Ronnie Williams. Williams, well, looked like he might have tried to go to the outside. Instead, a little forearm shiver to the back bumper of the 79 car. 1 lap to go to determine the winner in the Modified Racing Series. McKennedy out in front. Does Ronnie Williams have one more bullet in his chamber? McKennedy leading. Here comes Ronnie Williams. It is do or die time for the 25 car. McKennedy will beat him into the 3rd corner. Williams making a move. Couldn't get close enough. They go into turn number 4. Kennedy still in control. And Jon McKennedy, a come from behind win. He started 11th in the field and was able to get the victory. In second was Ronnie Williams. Woody Pitkat was next. Then it was Colby Fournier in the number 4 spot. And 5th was Donnie Lashua. And in 5th was Lashua. 6th was Bello. Then Iannarelli in 7th, Collins in 8th, and 9th was Perry, and 10th was Sharon, and 12th was Andy Shaw. So we will have our final victory lane ceremony of the day. We thank everybody for hanging with us, and we were treated to some great action. Spectacular Pro All-Star Series. Incredible American-Canadian Tour. And in the Whelen Modified Tour, Ronnie Williams had to make a pit stop, and he wound up finishing 2nd, and Jon McKennedy is the winner. So we'll send it down to the final time, as it is Kevin Varney who will be handling the victory lane with Jon McKennedy. Now Woody Pitkat moves into the winner's circle in the 00 car. One of New England's most iconic numbers. And now it looks like Ronnie Williams will join his pals. So the one thing, the man who usually calls the action, John Spence, well, he is not feeling well, and he would have enjoyed this race because it was a barn burner. Now let's go to Kevin Varney.
We are down here in Northeast Classic Victory Lane for the final time today. We're just waiting on 3 familiar names to jump out of their rides. Our 3rd place finisher today is Woody Pitkat. Those that follow modified racing definitely know the name Pitkat. He's been around for a long time, had a lot of trips to Victory Lane. Woody, I know you've been around for a long time, raced a whole bunch, been all up and down the Eastern Seaboard, even raced a 4-cylinder car here once. Didn't look like you had anything for the top 2, but had a pretty good hold on 3rd place there.
Yeah, I just got too free. I don't know, maybe if we thought about it again, maybe we should have pitted when the 25 did and made an adjustment. But this is my first time in the car today, and just can't thank Jimmy Page and Steve LeMay and everybody, the whole team enough. I'd driven SKs for him at Thompson and past, so I was super excited when I got the phone call to do this again, and this is actually one of the better runs I've had in over a year, so I'll take it. And, you know, the car's in one piece, and we can work on it and make it better for the next one.
Couple of sponsors you want to thank?
A lot of it's Jimmy Page himself, Page Plumbing and Heating, Tinio Corp, Northeast Race Cars, Billy the Kid, Awesome Horsepower, Hams Welding. Like I said, I haven't driven for these guys in a couple years, so I don't know who helps, but everybody that does help, I totally appreciate it being here, and we'll get them at the next one.
That is your third place finisher, everybody, Woody Pitcat. And we're going to step over to your runner-up. Another familiar name in the modified ranks, Ronnie Williams. Ronnie, a heck of a battle you had going on there for the win. Came up just a little bit short, but at the end of the day, you're in one piece and you get a trophy, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I knew at the beginning of the race we were just a little bit too free. I guess that was Woody's issue, and decided to pit, which I think was the right call. But John was just so much better getting off the corner than us, and he could really stretch it there. And I mean, at the end there, he just dove it in. I dove it as hard as I could. It just wasn't meant to be, but can't thank all these guys enough, Gary and Stetson and Charlie, all these guys, Bob, for getting this car ready. It was fun.
Awesome. That is your runner-up, everybody, Ronnie Williams. And now your winner of the second annual Northeast Classic Modified Racing Tour Series race. This guy is no stranger to victory lane all up and down the eastern seaboard. Jon McKennedy. John, I know you've been racing all kinds of modifieds, open wheels for many, many years. How's this rank among them?
It's up there, you know. It's always cool to win here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I've had a lot of good runs the last few years with the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Seems like we're always in the top 5. I think we had some poles, top 3, just could never get that big win. But, you know, we got a nice win here today. Obviously, the car count was down a little bit, but we had some good competition. You know, Woody and Williams, they're tough to beat, so it feels good to beat them. And the crew, everyone worked really hard. We got wrecked out in our heat race off of turn 2, and we pretty much had to replace everything from the sway bar forward, and the guys worked their butts off. So thanks to them. Big commitment. You know, here it is Easter, and they're all here helping me, so big thanks to them. My car owners, Tim Charles-Lupine, Middle Section Terriers, Willwood Brakes, Christopher's Towing, John Young Landscaping, Bob Bruno Engines, everyone that makes this possible.
And that is your winner, everybody.